Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, yeah, those Christians are like zombies that have lost their soul, and they got to go around and eat other people's souls in order to stay alive for just a little bit longer. That's why they're always going around trying to convert other people. It's like Dawn of the Dead watching them walk around with their Bibles and shit.
All right, take it easy there, bro. Take it down a notch. Just because Fez is anti-Jesus doesn't give you a chance to light the fire up so big.
I'm not anti-Jesus.
Well, you're Lutheran.
Yeah, we're pro-Jesus.
Oh, anti-Jew. I'm sorry, I get so confused.
That was one guy.
Yes, the guy who started the church.
Oh. A new study of 34 countries shows that the U.S. ranks near the bottom when it comes to public acceptance of the theory of evolution. Only Turkey ranked lower than America on the public accepting evolution as the way the Earth was created.
So one thing we know for a fact, Turkey is dumber than us, which I'm proud to say. Well, Earl, you don't believe in evolution, right?
But there's parts of it that I just can't grasp.
What part can't you grasp?
No, I just have this insane notion that, at one point humans and dinosaurs coexisted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just, I'll be the first. Yeah, I'll be the first to admit, for some reason, I can't get that out of my mind.
Did you think Jesus had a pet dinosaur?
No, of course not.
What do you mean, of course not?
No, it's just, I don't know. It's just this idea that somehow we coexisted at one point, which I just don't have. I'll be the first to admit it's crazy, but I can't get that out of my head for some reason.
Just a confusing thing for you.
Yes.
You think this is why black people couldn't come up with the wheel?
Black people did come up with the wheel.
They did not.
Africa's the cradle of civilization.
The cradle of civilization, except for... You ever see any wagons back there?
Hello? I don't see any wagons there now.
Thank you. They still show up in Africa right now with fucking 4 white walls and the place will go crazy. Earl, not to be prejudiced, that's why you fuckers are so nuts about rims. You can't get over it. It's all still new and shiny to you. So cradle of civilization. What civilization are you talking about? Egypt?
Well, they said going back to the evolution thing, they said the oldest bones were found in Africa.
The oldest bones don't mean civilization, my friend. The oldest bones might have been fucking chewed on by another human. This is the way I'm looking at it. Where was the first civilization, the first big civilization to you? Where in Africa?
I would say Egypt and Israel.
Now, let me ask you right now. You go over those Egyptians and say, are you black people? Are they?
No, not really. Well, in color, yes, but in theory,
what are they?
They're Egyptians.
They're Arabs, right?
They're Arabs. They're considered Arabs.
What's your name?
Thank you.
But they're black in color.
Are they?
Black in color.
All right, what would they fill out if they were doing a thing right now? Like if there was a census?
Arab.
Thank you. Matter of fact, they would probably be arrested if they called themselves... If an Egyptian called himself an African-American, the cops would show up and throw a fucking net over him, drag him out of there.
I didn't know they could do that.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy? Go ahead, Joe.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, so should we just start calling Earl a black Egyptian?
Because he walks like an Egyptian, he's real big into that song. He thinks he is one.
Still?
But he hit the cradle of civilization by the first bones. That's like saying the dinosaurs are now civilized.
Yeah, there was no dino highways. I wish.
I'm just saying that the oldest bones were discovered in Africa.
I have no problem with that.
No, I mean, as far as...
That's not the oldest civilization, though. That's not civilization. If you're running around bones, scratching at each other, scratching at the dirt and biting each other, I'm not saying you're civilized.
Those leg bones are there because they never bothered to invent a wheel.
Civilization is cities, politics, art, philosophy. This makes somebody civilized.
Yeah, no,
I'm not fucking plating your lip and beating on a goddamn drum, Earl. Come on. Meet me halfway. Earliest people, yes, I'm going to give you that. You got it.
Well, that's what I meant.
Why don't you say this? We were the first uncivilized people.
I guess if you're not civilized, you are uncivilized, yes.
All right, there you go. We've compromised, Fez.
So,
Two friends have found a meeting ground.
so they found signs of an uncivilization.
Right. Early on civilization. Here's Pat. Pat, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Good. How you guys doing today?
Yeah.
I hate to burst Earl's bubble, but we never really used pterodactyls as record players because humans and dinosaurs did not coexist at the same time. Dinosaurs were extinct long before humans came around.
Millions and millions and millions of years. Although, Earl, you only see the Earth is, what, 6,000 years old?
Well, not 6,000, no.
How old do you say it?
2,000 back to Jesus.
No, yeah, 2,000.
And then how far back to Adam and Eve?
Actually, you're right. I'm sorry. That's 6,000.
So that's how old you believe the Earth is?
Well, again, as far as the existence of humans, yes.
We've done a lot in this last third.
What do you mean as far back to the existence? All right, so human beings are only 6,000 years old. So when they find these bones that you brag about in Africa that are hundreds of thousands of years old, right?
Yes.
They're bullshit. What you just bragged about a moment before, about being the first civilized people, now you're taking that off the table.
Well, yeah.
Thinking is scary, isn't it, Earl?
It's very, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's really great to yell along with the preacher, and you feel like you're part of something, but when you really want to think about it, you'd rather not?
Yes.
Yes, what? What's he saying, Fez?
He's saying yes, he just wants to accept the preacher's word for it and do no thinking on his own.
Is that right, Earl?
No, I said sometimes I'd rather not think about it extensively. That's what I meant.
I think it's one of the reasons why you got to think of this problem you have with thinking is why you've been 17 years in the business and you have this job.
But I like working with you. I love working with you guys. Love it.
You have to start to evolve, Earl.
Jerry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think Jesus is a lot more tolerant than people realize.
Let me tell you, my friend, when I look around on this planet and I see the way people are, I got to say Jesus must be one real tolerant guy. One thing you don't have to worry about is the fact that he's tolerant.
Well, according to Stephen Baldwin, he's a badass and he's swinging a sword.
Well, but he offers you the chance, but if you do the crime, you're going to do the time.
So you say Jesus is like Beretta. You really see Jesus as a 70s cop.
Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it.
Keep your eye on the sparrow, 'cause Jesus is coming.
I don't think him and Conan would. I don't think it'd be a very good fight between him and Conan, though. You know.
You know, that's what I love about the Christians. None of them agree with each other. Not one of them agrees with the other one. That's the beauty of them.
We were talking about this study. I think it was done from Michigan State University. The United States falls next to last in countries studied with public acceptance of the theory of evolution. Only Turkey ranks lower. They said that the reason that Turkey and the United States are so close, neck and neck there, this is right from the study, American Protestantism is more fundamentalist than anybody except the Islamic fundamentalist.
Unbelievable.
So American Protestants are just as extreme as Islamic fundamentalists.
As the people we call extremists.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
I just had a question for Earl. If he didn't believe in the dinosaurs and cavemen coexisting and shit, then how the hell we find all these bones and stuff? If he goes by what the Bible says and God created Earth in 7 days and then Adam and Eve.
Earl does not like to think. He explained that to us a little while ago. All right, someone sent us this. New dating techniques indicate that the fossils are 195,000 years old. These are these fossils in Ethiopia that you were bragging about, Earl. 195,000 years old.
Well, where did they come up with the extra 189,000 years?
So you don't believe in that, though, right, Earl?
Well, given that fact, yes, I would believe that.
You would believe. Now you've flipped?
Yes, I mean, I will look up more data on it, but yes, if I...
Data where? In the Bible?
No, I guess like archaeology materials and stuff like that.
You're going to look up archaeology. You refuse to work in the Natural History Museum. You fucking
that's what I
refuse to.
No, that's what I meant as a whole.
Now he says he's going to find himself like it's fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark. Looking this shit up.
No, I'll go on the net. I'll look it up. That's all. What
is it that you're looking up, bro?
You know, just like how old these bones are, how far back they go.
You just heard.
No, I mean...
What information are you looking for, Earl?
Like, what are I'm going to recheck the oldest human remains are, how old they are.
195,000 years old.
No, because I think you said fossils. I didn't...
That would be the remains of the humans.
No, again, I'm thinking rocks and stuff like that, but that's me.
These are bones we're talking about.
Oh, okay, fine.
Bones can fossilize.
Yes.
Go back to the Bible and recount the begats. Maybe you counted wrong. Maybe you were 189,000 off on those.
Hey, Fred, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, guys. First off, I think Baldwin meant Conan O'Brien.
Right.
I see the similarity there.
He is a lot like Conan O'Brien.
Oh, okay.
He just wants to make everybody happy, and he's tall and lanky.
Jesus would make Conan O'Brien look like Conan the Wimp.
Right.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Second, I think Africans were the first uncivilized people, but they're also the last uncivilized people.
All right, see, we're getting into that. And there are some South Americans that are just as fucking nutty, some of those Indians.
But is there like a primitive tribe of white people Caucasian people left anywhere on the earth?
The Scots.
The Scots are?
They don't even wear underwear. They're fucking half animals.
The kilt doesn't... I think that's just more of a fashion thing.
Anytime you're letting your balls fucking hang out in the breeze, you're uncivilized.
So I was just wondering... Yeah, I guess the Scots... I didn't know they still lived primitively, like...
Have you ever seen them? They get up in the morning, they drink, they shoot heroin, they lay back down. Of course they're uncivilized.
Well, it's not still living like Braveheart.
They still paint their faces and go to soccer games. Brian, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, I just had two things to say. First of all, the way they got this 6,000 years old thing is because of the parts of the Bible where they go like Adam begat Cain, who begat Enoch, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
They go all the way up to Jesus. They figure out how old all those people were, and that's how old the Earth is.
Right.
So that's awfully scientific, I thought.
And how you came up with the 6,000 years?
I'm sorry?
Yes, me too.
And also the cradle of civilization he keeps talking about.
Yeah.
It wasn't Africa. It was Mesopotamia, which is these days
modern-day Iraq, yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's where Babylon was, too, right?
And that's why we're bombing the shit out of it. You got here first, so you're gonna get our wrath.
You hurt the ones you love, I guess.
Quentin, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
The Bible says that one day to God is 1,000 years for humans.
Now, is that because his son, it takes him that long to go around it? It takes him 1,000 years?
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, he is the ultimate being, according to Fez and Earl, of course. I mean, I'm atheist, but I've also read the Bible.
All right, thank you, my friend. 1,000 years?
They use that as like time can be anything to God. A day could be like 1,000 years. They never said, all right, here's the actual measurement to use for the universe.
I got no problem with that either, because you can't... I mean, we're only caught into the time that we're into, because that's what we have. But is there other places the time is differently? Absolutely. Oscar, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, love the show.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, I want to back Earl up on this. They based all of this age of the Earth and everything on carbon dating.
Yeah.
You guys know what that is?
I'm not a scientist, so no.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you got your own radio show.
I do.
But anyway, the carbon dating, so, you know, you got to believe in that bullshit to believe that, you know...
Well, I am going to believe that that the only people that are attacking this dating are outside of the science community. So if you're asking that every scientist has got together to make up these facts, I'd have that hard to believe, because what's in it for them, Oscar?
They don't believe in God.
So every scientist doesn't believe in God. A, that's not true. But B, why would every scientist lie? Because they don't believe in God, so they wouldn't want us to believe in God?
That's not that they're lying. It's just the only thing that they've come up with that they can justify how old this stuff is. You going to tell me you burn a piece of paper and then measure the carbon content and you can tell how old that a goddamn dinosaur was millions of years ago?
I am not a scientist, but I would imagine that it's a little more specialized than what you're saying. And I've never heard any other scientists debate. I mean, when they do change their decisions about things, it appears in the newspaper. And when people debate back and forth with science, with different things, it's done up there. It's not like a scientist goes out to disprove God. That's not the purpose of science. The purpose of science, that type of science, is to find out what the world is made out of, how we got here, where we're going. It's not an anti-God thing at all.
Oh, okay. I guess you got a point.
Thank you, my friend. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. See, sometimes when you come from a world where you can go, scientists are godless, everybody in the chapel will fucking nod, and then you go on to the next thing. But I've never found that to be true.
The generalizations really work well for that argument. You would think if you were a scientist, and I'm sure there are scientists that believe in God, that can't be completely true. You would think if you were a scientist and you're studying some of this stuff, you would be thrilled if you could prove the existence of a higher power. That would be a great thing to bring to the scientific community.
Ben, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going? You know what? I heard that actually the Catholic Church supports evolution, which, kind of goes against what the Christians are saying, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The Catholics have been burnt quite a few times in their history on trying to disprove science. So what they're trying to say now is the last thing that the Pope ever did, it was this prior Pope, he said go back, check out everything other than the existence of God. Do not try to approve or disapprove the existence of God, which is not a parameter that I think any scientist would want to take on, because that's not the purpose of the work of science. So the Catholic Church is a lot more... no matter what science says, these theories still kind of apply. It tries to adapt itself.
I was just reading in the latest Newsweek, the Billy Graham interview, where he's talking about at this stage in his life, he goes, do not interpret the Bible literally. That's not what it's for. And this is Billy Graham saying it.
And that means what to the other Christians, Fez? Nada. It never does. That's the fucking point of these debates. You have a Christian belief. I grew up with a Christian belief. Earl had a Christian belief. They're not exact. And yet the same people will tell you time and time again, oh, the Word of God can't be misinterpreted. That's why they don't get caught up in the translations of the Bible. Well, how can that be if the three of us came from three different types of Christian upbringing?
Yeah, there should be one set of rules for Christianity or one set of beliefs, and everyone's in on it.
Well, I don't agree with that. The point is this: you cannot. First of all, you're not going to do that, what you come up with, because people are free to believe whatever they're going to believe. But whatever you believe, that's your own thing. If it gets you through the night, I got no problem with it. When you go around saying scientists are all liars or the world is only 6,000 years old, now you're taking your belief system into fucking crazy talk. And you're going to, like when anybody does crazy talk, you're going to get fucking slapped down for it sometimes. But Earl's going to start researching this.
Yes, I want to get more facts.
Monday, Fez, we're going to come up with Earl's science fact, and you're going to give us something that you learned over the weekend. Does that seem fair?
No, that's very fair.
Okay. So Monday, I want you to tell us how old the Earth is. Today it was 6,000 years old. Or man was 6,000 years old. And then Monday, on your own, Fez and I won't try to steer you in any direction. You come back and tell us how old the Earth is.
Yeah, right now, man is 6,000 years old. The Earth itself, 6,000 in a week. Because it took a week leading up to man while the Earth was being created.
Is that where you are in this, Earl?
Well, and from a biblical sense, yes.
I don't think you've even read that Bible you talk about.
Then I mix and match in spots.
Mix and match. Like your clothes.
So you haven't read it?
Here's Josh. You're on Fez.
Hey, guys. I was going to tell you how if you're a true Christian, you can't believe in hell. Because if Jesus died for our sins, that means that no matter what we do, we're already forgiven.
Well, that was our previous sins, not up to this.
Oh, okay.
Now we're born with original sin. You're born a sin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not going to get out of the way of sin.
I'm already screwed when I come out.
You're never going to get away from sin. Aaron, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, I got a comment. I can't remember when they found it, but it was found in Washington or Oregon. It was called Kennewick Man, and he was frozen whole during the last ice age. And I can't remember if he's like 10,000 years old.
Earl, you going to look into him?
Intact. What's that?
Earl, you going to check him out over the weekend?
Yeah, we'll definitely check that out.
It's called Kennewick Man.
Earl, here's what Earl thinks he's doing, Fez. Saying whatever it takes to get out of this today.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to be I'm trying to have an open mind about all of this. I really am.
On Monday, there'll be more research to do.
Monday, I want you to do a report. I want a 2-page report, and Fez and I will sit here and listen.
Check out this 10,000-year-old Ice Age man, because according to these theories, he would have been having to float in space for 4,000 years until the Earth got here for him.
And then after that, Earl, check out the 40-year-old virgin, because you're going to laugh and have a good time. And you know what? You should have some fun over the weekend now.
Yeah, don't make it all science for yourself.
Yeah, look into all the stuff. I want you to bring science and religion, because I want no more of this stuff. Fez wants to bring all the Christians together, and I want to do this by Monday. I want to take all the churches of Christ, move them into one under you and your discoveries over the weekend.
So that we don't get any more reports like this one out of Michigan State, where it says we're next to last in countries that believe in evolution.
Who's first?
Let's see. I'm trying to see where first is.
Right at the top.
Well, they don't have the list. They just keep talking about how low we are.
Yeah, I want to hear who's up at the top of being able to get things. Where's this hip list that everybody brags about?
Iceland, Denmark, and Sweden, and France.
1, 2, 3?
All up at the top, followed by Japan.
So Iceland wins this, huh?
Yeah, Iceland up at the top, Denmark, Sweden, France, and then Japan. That's your top 5. And, I mean, if there was any sort of study done comparing countries, I mean, I don't care what the topic is. I wouldn't think we'd come in neck and neck with Turkey at the bottom.
I hate that, Earl.
If it was, medical advances. You wouldn't think we'd be tied with Turkey.
No.
Anything. Literacy. Cartoon animation.
You got yourself in a fucking pitch over this, Fezzy.
I know. I just hate coming in last with this country. And if you're just one above Turkey, you're last.
All right, Earl, here's the other thing, right? If man is 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
If man is 5, then the devil is 6. And then if the devil is 6, then God is 7. And God is 7. Yeah. Right or wrong?
You're right.
All right, we need to break here. It's a crazy day today. Earl wants nothing to do with this show. Have you noticed how little energy he's put back in to give? Just doing one of these. Trying to find out, buddy. We'll do it.
He's waiting for that 5 o'clock whistle to blow on a Friday.
So he can slide down a fucking dinosaur and go to his Friday evening mass. Is that what you're after, Fred Flintstone?
No, that is not what I'm after.
Where's the fucking energy level you're giving back to this discussion?
No, frankly, I've been taking a pounding on it, and I'd take
pounding. You're asked a fucking question on the air where people discuss things. You see that as taking a pounding.
Well,
I see it as being invited into the fucking show where a producer should be.
No, I'm not.
And that's the second fucking time this week you told me you took a pounding on the air, and it's fucking bullshit. You know what a fucking pounding is, Earl?
No, I'm not.
Fucking coming in here 3 hours and never having fucking shit to work with. To bullshit, no fucking breaks, nothing else, with no one else to fucking play off of. That's a fucking pounding. Where everybody going back to do the same little, Dave's going to come in and do his dumb fucking thing and go out. You're fucking going to give me nothing and fucking come out.
Well, I didn't mean you and Fez, not at all. I'm just saying, the listeners, they'll always take a pound. I'll always take a pound.
Will you sit there fucking quietly and give back fucking zero energy, Earl, and see if you don't fucking deserve a fucking pounding?
No, I do the best that I can. And if I need to do better, I'll do better.
Do fucking better right this second. Have some fucking energy about yourself during a conversation.
I'll be more.
I'm not going to fucking yank teeth in here for 3 hours a day.
I will do better. I will definitely do better.
You hear the fucking dead air, Earl? You know what that is? That means if fucking Ron comes back fucking down from fucking where he always has to be. That's the fucking dead air sound.
And I'll definitely...
I never worked in a fucking place where people didn't want to fucking hop in.
No, I didn't say I didn't want to hop in. I'm just...
Well, good. Run with it right now. Explain yourself. I'll fucking listen quietly.
I'll give as much answers on a subject that I know about, and I'll try to provide as much information that I know about and feel passionate about. But if that doesn't translate well, I will do better. I will try to give back more energy. But I'm doing the best that I can. That's all I can do.
Oh God, I'm doing the best I can. What does that mean? We've seen you up before. We know the best you can do.
No, and again, this is it's a topic that I'm not very well versed in, and I'll try to.
You fucking tell us you spend 4 hours a week in fucking church. You missed the first half of the Jets game. Is that right or wrong?
Yes, the service starts at 11.
Well, then how do you act, and you've been doing that for 35 years, how do you act like if anything comes up about the Bible, you completely have no idea and you don't want to discuss it?
Well, as far as evolution, evolution, that is pulling teeth. I'm not that well versed on it.
You told us that the dinosaurs and man walk around at the same time, right?
No, I had...
That's a belief that you had.
I said I cannot get out of my... For whatever reason...
All I ask you to do is to describe that fucking belief. To look at yourself like a normal fucking person would and go, I had a belief, where did I get it from?
Yes, and the first thing I said was, it's a crazy thought. And I said, I don't know why I have this thought in my head, but I cannot get that thought out of my head.
We'll try to figure it out, Earl. Monday I'm going to sit here fucking quietly, and I'm going to listen to the report that you do.
Yes, and I will gather information and present it as best as I can possibly.
I know you think I'm a fucking ball buster, but I want you to fucking lay down and get this thought in your head. Ask what fucking Opie would do if he had his little fucking shit that I have to fucking fill this fucking show with. I fucking swear to God, I'm not busting balls or acting like Opie's more of a fucking hard ass than I am. But I'm just fucking saying to you guys, on a fucking day-to-day basis, would he be fucking pissed off about it? It's true. And do I ever get pissed off about it?
No.
I never fucking do. Wiki fucking comes in here, I added 2 extra fucking members to O&A's team. I don't fucking get pissed about it. I just fucking do what I fucking do every fucking single day. But don't act like I fucking am going to sit here and hear you use the term, you take a fucking pounding on this show. Because you're fucking babied on this show, Earl.
And I never said...
I fucking heard you on O&A. Believe me, you don't fucking take a pounding on this show.
But I never said it was you and Ron. I said, the listeners...
I'm fucking Ron. So...
I'm Fez.
You and Fez, I'm sorry. And I never...
Are we going to break or take it to the fucking limit? Let's just break.
Okay.
Ron, Fezzy. The Ron and Fez Show. XM2.